Many women around the world, unfortunately, don't have access to oxytocin at childbirth. Oxytocin is well known to reduce the risk of postpartum hemorrhage, but the drug does need to be stored in the refrigerator and it does need to be administered as an injection. So the research that we've been doing at Monash has focused on finding a solution to overcome these barriers. How can we make oxytocin available to all women during childbirth by removing the need for cold chain storage and removing the need for an injection? So we've developed an inhaled dry powder that contains oxytocin that can be then absorbed from the lungs and goes on to act almost essentially the same as if it had been injected to reduce the risk of postpartum hemorrhage. At the moment, with our development of inhaled oxytocin, we are partway through our phase 2 clinical trials, and that's the first time that inhaled oxytocin has been used by women immediately after childbirth. It's been a really exciting project to be involved with and to have been able to follow it through from the initial conception of the idea through to the fact that we've treated our first patients. So where did the idea of the inhaled oxytocin come from? And it's one of those sort of serendipitous kind of things, I think, in that we received an email from a student and he'd received a scholarship from AusAid to come to Australia to study a master's degree, and he wanted to learn about analytical chemistry techniques and also looking at bioequivalence of drug products. How do you compare a generic drug with an innovator drug? And so actually we sort of conceived the idea of delivering oxytocin as an inhalation instead of an injection, purely to meet his educational needs. And it was after we got started that then we sort of started to recognise actually there's a real genuine unmet medical need for this, and that's when we focused much more on postpartum hemorrhage and what we could do to bring this idea to fruition.